boat, it looks like. I don't know what that happened. You're going to have to haul him back in. Or maybe he's just sitting on the pride, not overboard. All right. Thank God for that. We're going to get the names of the boats as they make their positions known. But C-class sailing underway. This is the second of 3 qualifying rounds. And as you can see, for those of you who are able to identify boats by color, you got the yellow boat. It's the Golden Girl. And to the left of her, it looks like that may be the Witty K in there. We've got Bull Reg in there. I can see Flash with the red and yellow. It looks like for the most part we got a clean start. 1, 2, 3. Counted maybe we should have had 27 boats. I think I've seen 23 to this point. As we can see there, you see 44 on the sail. That's Witty K. You see the Golden Girl. Hockey Knowles on the tiller. Hockey Roll on the tiller. We definitely had a clean start. Up front. As we bring the boats into focus, there you see the Lady Eunice in red. San Sally. Sweet Island Gal. And there's a nice overhead view showing the fleet as they stretch out and spread out to make their way to that first marker. And we're going to call in the Reverend Philip McPhee in a couple of minutes. He's out there on the water, and he's going to let us know exactly what he sees from up close. Oh, it looks like Lady Eunice may be having an issue. The sail's coming down. Not sure what happened there. And there you see another bird's eye view of the action. There's Smashy out of Black Point. And there you can see from that picture, I can tell you, the 3 boats you see in view right now, looks like they may be the lead boat. And it looks like San Sally's having a little trouble out there also. Seems to be adrift right now. And there's Revelation. Dressed all in blue. Beautiful uniforms they have there. And there's a picture of the Witty K, Stephen Knowles. Now we're going to try to reach Dr. Philip McPhee on our live line to see if he can give us a bit of more perspective.
Yes, Dwight Day off. The race has started. And we won't be able to say nothing, but everybody's on the way to the windward buoy.
Rev, it looks like you got a nice little stiff breeze out there today.
Yes, good breeze, good sailing breeze, and these guys are handling these boats well. And it looks like it's going to be a very interesting race.
I just had a view just now, and it looked like certainly the Winnie K seemed to be well positioned in this race.
Well, you know, she has to come back. And this kind of breeze is a breeze, so we'll see what happens. The race just got started, so we'll have to wait and see.
Where's the Thunderbird in the fleet right now?
Well, she had a bad start as usual, but she will be in the money today.
You got to correct that problem, Rev. Every time I talk to you, you had a bad start.
Yeah, but she's going to make up. She's going to make up. She's obligated to the Andres community to be in the first 10 today. She got to be in the first 10 today to make it to the final. So it's a big battle for her.
Rev, we want you to get to that buoy and let us know exactly who goes around that buoy in first place. We'll call you back. There you have it, Reverend Philip McPhee, hoping, praying that the PM Thunderbird is in that first top 5. But I can tell you, based on the picture you're seeing right now, that's the Winnie K out front. Depending on where that buoy is, she's well positioned. And you would expect nothing less from Stefan, who came in 9th yesterday to make up some ground today. But he's got some competition up there, and company, I should say. He's not alone. And a bit too early at this point to make a fair assumption, an assessment as to what position the boats are in right now. But as you can see, they're all going in one direction. And it definitely looks like the Winnie K is up there, and I think the silver boat in the pack is the Xena, the boat we mentioned earlier, built in memory of the young daughter of Dwayne and Samantha Knowles out of Long Island, diagnosed with a rare form of leukemia 10 years ago. She was diagnosed a few days before Christmas and died a few weeks later. And we see attack. Looks like the Winnie K has decided to take attack and make a maneuver. And as you can see, Paradise Island, the bridge, the cruise ships in the background. Well, you have another attack happening right now. Looks like the Xena. And as you can see, the Winnie K is going straight across the entire fleet. And that tells you the position she's in. Right now, with that particular move, she would be well positioned to be in first place. You can see the backside of the fugitive. Tyrone, Rick, Taylor, out of Barataria on the tiller. And there are some of the SSL sailors also out there doing their thing. And there you see another boat now attempting to go across the fleet on attack. And there's Revelation and Lady Eunice, who had some issues with the sail. But now she seems to be under full power. And just look at those guys bending over to keep those boats upright as they get a puff of wind. And there comes a close call out there. And I'm not sure whether there was any contact made between those two boats. But a very, very close call. But it looks like they may have tacked away in time. Not sure exactly which boat that is at this point. And there's a picture of the Sweet Island Gal. Keith Brown and crew making it happen out there. And I can tell you, they all seem to be sailing extremely well. Everybody now jockeying for position, trying to find the best way to get to that first marker, the fastest way to get there, the shortest route with less tax. There's a picture of Flash. A lot of maneuvering out there. Tax going left, tax going right. Everybody trying to come up with the advantage. And we're going to see in short order which captain is guessing right out there today. A beautiful day for sailing, I can tell you. We've had some rain, a bit overcast, but with the type of breeze we have out there, seems like about 14 knots at least. It's good sailing breeze for these boats. There's Melva B. Edney Roll on the tiller. She didn't do too well yesterday. As a matter of fact, she came dead last. So she's got to make up some ground if she wants to make it to the best of the best on Sunday. It looks like we may be coming up on the first buoy. Now we're going to get a bird's eye view in short order. Get close up on that buoy, so that we can see who's going around in first place. And the boats are getting closer to that first marker. We see it right here. You see the committee boat making a circle around that first marker, showing the direction that the boats need to go around by. And it looks like they're going around starboard. And it looks like we've got our first boat coming up on the marker right now. And I think it may be the Whitty K. We're going to get in and confirm that in short order. Well, I can tell you, if she gets around there in first place, she's going to be hard to catch. She's got the speed, and the crew has got the skill. And there's your first boat about to go around the buoy. Our first windward marker. And it definitely looks like it's the Whitty K, sailed by Stefan Knowles. And that's a position she is very, very familiar with. And she's safely around. We're going to find out now who's in second place. We're going to get Reverend McPhee on the line. It looks like it ain't right. Going around in second place, we'll have to confirm. We're still waiting to make contact with Reverend Dr. Philip McPhee. We have a few more boats now making their way around that first windward marker. 2 boats safely around already. It looks like the 3rd and 4th boat about to go around. And it's going to get a little dicey right now as these boats make their way up to that marker. And there you can see the Whitty K, number 44. There's a picture of Catch the Cat. It looks like a fugitive going across. And there you see, we now have quite a few of the boats have made their way safely around that windward marker. And there's the crew of the Whitty K. There's Stefan Knowles, that red cap, feeling pretty good right now. He's got the lead. Trying to reach Reverend Philip McPhee again so we can get confirmation on the top 5 boats. We still haven't been able to reach Dr. McPhee. We're going to wait to hear from him for confirmation on the 2nd and 3rd place boats at this moment. And there's your 2nd place boat right now, sailing number 72. And I think it is either, it ain't right, I'm almost certain. But we will get confirmation in short order. And as you can see from that view, you have quite a few boats now already around the marker and headed towards you there in Montague, out on the foreshore. And once again, coverage of this regatta brought to you live. Technical aspects put together by the movie group, bringing you live land-based camera angles and also utilizing 2 drones. And there's the Whitty K. And she's building on her lead right now, I can tell you. Those guys are quite relaxed and confident. Stefan Knowles and his crew. Once they have a lead, they rarely relinquish it. And there you see two Exuma boats. To the left, the Fugitive out of Rollville. To the right, Golden Girl out of Bucktown. Headley Knowles owner, Hockey Roll. Headley Smith owner, Hockey Roll on the tiller. And the Fugitive, Rick Taylor out of Baratari on the tiller of the Fugitive. Sailed to a third place finish yesterday. Golden Girl came in 14th, so she has some ground to make up if she wants to be a part of the best on Sunday. And just look at that view. We're going to get that drone right on down. And yes, look at it. Bring it into view. It ain't right. Out of Abaco, as we said, as we suspected. She got a second place yesterday. And right now, she's holding the same position against the wily Widdy K in first place. And if there's any boat out there who can push the Widdy K, it ain't right would be one of them. She's a Long Island built boat. Mark Knowles, boat builder. Boat was bought and sent to Abaco, where Jeff Gale and his crew are sailing that boat. And there's the rest of the fleet bunched up together. They're all now trying to make their way to catch. There's a shot of the Fugitive, number 28. There's a shot of the Golden Girl, the red boat. And there's Buzzy Roll in Fugitive, playing catch up with Smashy. Clyde Roll on the tiller of Smashy. Buzzy Roll sailing Bulredge. There you can see Big Knox on that tiller, using all of that weight as ballast. And there's your top 7 boats, ladies and gentlemen, coming at you. And let me tell you, you've got Widdy K going around first. Widdy K just going around that downwind buoy in first place. It ain't right about to go around in second place. And it looks like we've got the Fugitive. And there you have Fugitive about to go around in third place. And it's going to be a little bit dicey between Xena, the boat that came in first yesterday, and Golden Girl. Someone is going to have to give the next one some space. Xena's going to have to back off just a little bit. She's going to have to back off just a little bit to allow the Golden Girl to go around. And there goes the Golden Girl, Going around in 4th place. Zena in 5th. Bullredge coming with a lot of speed. It's going to be close. And she's trying to undercut the Zena. 7th place, we've got Smashy. It is quite dicey out there right now, ladies and gentlemen. We've got it close. 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Beautiful shot from overhead. Showing you all of that action. No need to guess. There goes Sweet Island Gal. Termite about to go around. Dallas Knowles and the young crew from Exuma. Exuma Sailing Club. And the Termite has got some speed. She's not a boat to play with. She came in 4th yesterday. And so things are definitely tightening up. Melva B about to go around. This is as exciting as it gets in sailing. 20-something sailboats out there. No brakes. All being pushed by the wind. And it's time to go sailing, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to go sailing. You can't afford to make a mistake right now. You have to hold your position if you want to be around on Sunday. So far, it looks like we've had some clean sailing. No incidents right now. And the boats are now going to make their way back up to the windward marker. And there you see Stephen Knowles. And he's got Garrett Knowles once again in black. His sole position is to bail water out of that boat. Keep that boat afloat. Garrett, get down low. And there you have a picture there of the Golden Girl. To the left, Zena, the boat that came in first. Inspired by the young Zena from Long Island who passed away some 10 years ago. Rare form of AML leukemia. The daughter of Dwayne and Samantha Knowles. Sailed by David Knowles. Built by Mark Knowles. And there's the fugitive. Doing extremely well. She's sailing extremely well. Put a little bit of fright into Bullredge yesterday. Forced her to make a bad tack. And she was able to come in 3rd yesterday. She's currently in 3rd place again. There's the Abaco boat. Jeff Gale on the tiller. It ain't right. Again, another boat built by Mark Knowles out of Long Island. Now sailing out of Abaco. And this is very, very competitive sailing out there today. Whitty K trying to run away with it, but she's got company. There's a picture of the Zena. Everybody hanging on the side. Trying to catch up with the Bullredge. Just to her left. We've got some action out there on the water.
Hey, what format are you sending out? Yeah. The size. Is it 720 or is it?
And oh, just look at that shot. You almost want to think these guys will run aground, but no. Hockey roll. Edison Smith out there on the tiller.
It don't even look like 720. That's what it. I'm at sorry. Yeah, like I said,
And there's Stephen Knowles and the crew of the Whitty K, demonstrating why they won the best of the best.
okay. See what's that. Come here. Make sure. Somebody.
And as we can see, there you see, it ain't right. Trying to put some pressure on the Whitty K. She's making an attack. He's going to try to bait Stefan into doing something out of the ordinary. There you see a shot of the Queen just going across the stern of the Melva B.
Camille, drop the ice, please.
We've really got some stiff breeze out there today. But this is what these boats like. We need some breeze to push them.
Somebody go ahead.
And there's a picture of the Whitty K.
Who's that bringing that sail down? Yeah, somebody else. That's up.
And as we continue to talk about the Xena, the boat that came in first yesterday, currently sailing in fourth or fifth position. And we see it looks like the Queen has got some issues. As a matter of fact, Lady Eunice and Queen, it looks like there may have been a collision out there. Not sure exactly what happened. We're going to have to look at some video later to find out exactly what happened.
Glenn is up.
They look like they're trying to get sailing again. But definitely look like there may have been some contact between Lady Eunice and the Queen. But they're trying to get sailing again. We were talking about Xena, a boat inspired by the daughter of Dwayne and Samantha Knowles of Long Island. And we talked about her untimely passing. She was 10 years old, just 10 years old, just beginning life, when she was diagnosed with a rare form of AML leukemia 6 years ago. She was diagnosed on December 23rd, and on January 5th, less than 2 weeks later, she passed away. The family was grief-stricken. Mark Knowles did his best to console Dwayne, encourage him to get into sailing, put his mind into a boat, and he was able to put together a boat, and they named it after their daughter Xena. She won convincingly yesterday, and right now she's doing extremely well in this race, in the top 5 at this point. And we'll see exactly what position she comes in at the end of this race. But certainly well positioned to make her way to the best of the best on Sunday. But right now, it's all Stefan Knowles and the Whitty K. Full speed ahead, in control of this race. But It's not over yet. He's got competition. It ain't right. All right, as we get the race back to you, you can see from this angle, we've got Catch the Cat. We're looking at his stern. Looks like Sweet Island Gal, number 57. And number 28. Looks like we've got the fugitive. And it seems like we have been unable to reach Dr. McPhee for a few minutes now. I'm not sure if it has anything to do with the fact that the Thunderbird may not be in the top run-ins right now. But we'll keep trying. But as we get our drones recharged and get them back in the air, we'll bring you another overhead shot in a couple of minutes as we catch up with the boats. And you'll see exactly what positions they're in. The last time we had a close-up view, we were able to say Willie K was leading. It Ain't Right was in second place. And the fugitive was holding on to third place. And there's an overhead view of the entire fleet as they make their way to the windward marker for the final time. And from there, it's time to bring home the bacon. Where's Colin Cartwright at Sacrifice with the hog? We need to see him. We need to hear his name. And it looks like the Willie K and It Ain't Right have already successfully maneuvered around that first buoy and they're making their way back. And definitely we've got the Willie K with a significant lead over It Ain't Right. It's going to get a little dicey right now. It's going to be a little dicey as the next three boats make their way to the marker. And we see one tack. Looks like it's the fugitive. And somebody's going to have to give somebody buoy room or some space right now. And we've got a successful cut. I'm not sure exactly who that is, but it looks like it may have been Smashy going across the bow of fugitive. With Bull Reg bearing down. And it's going to get a little dicey again as they make their way to this buoy.
You found the boats that head toward you? No, yeah, I saw them. No?
And just look at that maneuver. It's going to be dicey. It's going to be close. What a move. Looks like the fugitive. Cutting in front of Zena. Then Bull Reg doing the same thing. Zena may be in a little bit of trouble. Looks like she may have misstaged slightly. Golden Girl bearing down. She's misstaged. The Zena has misstaged right at the marker. Sail's got to come down. She's got to reset. But there goes Bull Reg pulling in front of fugitive with Golden Girl full speed coming behind. Let's hope the Zena gets that sail up quickly and gets back in the race. Right now, she's currently drifting in 6th place. With Smashy's coming. They got to get that sail hoisted and get some wind in there. Get under steam. She's forcing the Smashy to go around. Okay, it looks like the Zena's got restarted. But she definitely lost some ground. And they got to get out of the way because here comes the Termite. Dallas Knowles and the young crew from Exuma. And they're coming with speed. And so they're going to go right past them. It's close. And there's Sweet Island Gal. Keith Brown and his crew. And it looks like they made it around safely. And those are your top 8 boats right there. San Sally making up the 8th position. But there's your lead boat. These guys on cruise control right now. And Stefan said last night, don't worry, tomorrow we'll fix the problems. They broke a pry yesterday. And that cost them some positions. But they're in it. And these guys are in it to win it. He's already got 2 wins in the running tide in the A class. And he's now looking for his 3rd win today. He's got another 2 races this afternoon sailing on the new Susan Chase. You have to say she's the favorite. But stiff competition because we've got the Dove and we got the Lady Sonia. And there's a shot of It Ain't Right. And it looks like Catch the Cat ran into some trouble. And she looks like she has to reset. As you can see, it looks like Bull Reg has definitely gone back to the position she was in yesterday before the ill-fated tack that cost her the 3rd place position. But Buzzy's got his 3rd place back. And there's the fugitive, number 28, on her stern. She got a third place yesterday. Right now holding on to a fourth place. And so we've got Long Island in first. Long Island came first yesterday. We've got Abaco in second. Abaco came second yesterday. We've got Exuma in third. Exuma came third yesterday. So as far as the islands are concerned, we have a boat representing the three top sailing islands in the country, coming in first, second, third. It ain't right, though. 2 second place finishes. And we got some rocking going on out there. Those guys have got to get that boat under control. You've got an experienced team there in Buzzy, though. And they're pushing water across that bow. And this is race car sailing. Race car sailing. And there comes the fugitive on her stern. She's doing her best to try to run her back down. Both of those boats built by Buzzy Roll. And just to the right, you have another Exuma boat. The Golden Girl, boat owner, Headley Smith, sailed by the brother of Buzzy Roll, Hockey Roll. And so right there, as you can see, you have 3 Exuma boats. 3 Exuma boats coming down the line. 3rd, 4th, and 5th. But there's your winning boat right now. It's the Witty K. There's Stefan Knowles in that red cap. All familiar. And here's the rest of the fleet coming at you. This is 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. Smashy, Xena, Termite, Sweet Island Gal, all in the mix right now. There's Jeff Gale and his crew. It ain't right. Here's your H2O. Efford Kemp. She came in 13th place yesterday, but right now she's in the top 9 and the top 10. And there in the orange t-shirts, the young crew from the All Exuma Sailing Club. Dallas Knowles sailing on the Termite. It's a boat that won many junior championships over the years in Georgetown. Sailed by Naoshi Roll, one of the only female skippers sailing. When she sailed in the C class, she dominated in that boat. And here's 2 Exuma boats, both of them built by Buzzy Roll. You've got the Bull Edge to the left. You've got the Fugitive to the right. And these guys are going to be pushing for 3rd and 4th place. I believe Buzzy has the advantage right now. But it's not over yet. And there's your Termite.
72 was exact.
And so we've got the two first place boats are already across the line. Whitty K getting right. And right now here's your third and fourth place boats. And it looks like Buzzy's going to be able to hold off the fugitive in Bull Ridge. And we're going to stay with this shot just for a couple of minutes. It's not over yet, though. It's close. And there they go. They're coming up on that finish line. And it definitely looks like Buzzy is going to edge out the fugitive. Beautiful shot from above. Buzzy roll going across. Third place. Fugitive. Fourth place. We've got the Golden Girl coming. Sailing extremely well in fifth place. And there's your sixth, seventh, and eighth place positions. Smashy. Sailed by Clyde. Termite. Sailed by Dallas. And Xena. Sailed by David. You've got Black Point. You've got Georgetown. And you've got Long Island. And look at that. Very close. This is what gives you the best perspective on exactly the positions of the boats. There goes the Smashy. Termite. Xena. Followed by Sweet Island Gal, I think. And then H2O. Or maybe it was the other way around. H2O and then Sweet Island Gal. Very, very exciting sailing out there on the water today. If you came out, you definitely got your money's worth. If you're watching over the internet via the Regatta Desk Facebook page or logging on to BahamasLocal.com, clicking on the entertainment section, you can see the live stream and be a part of this wonderful sailing experience. The best of the best, brought to you by the Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources. An idea put together under the former PS, Ms. Glinton and her team, Sydney Gay from the Regatta Desk, and the rest of the hard-working ladies and gentlemen that work from within the Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources. Extra emphasis put into this year's regatta. The new minister, Renwood Wells, who has proclaimed that he's a friend to sailors, and they're going to make sailing the number one sport, the national sport of the Bahamas. That is the goal. And we're very grateful that the ministry has decided to continue with this best of the best. And so C-Class racing coming to an end for today. Final race tomorrow, where the points will be tallied. And the top 7 boats are going to move on. But I can tell you, right now, it ain't right with 2 second places. Guaranteed a spot in the best of the best on Sunday. Fugitive, with a 3rd place and a 4th place, almost guaranteed a spot in Sunday's best of the best. Whitty K, with a 1st and a 9th, will be almost assured a spot based on her position tomorrow. Bull Ridge with a 3rd and 11th will probably make it into the top 7 based on his position tomorrow. Zena with a first and 6th place, I think, today, will be in a good position to make it to the top 7 tomorrow. Oh, sorry, on Sunday. And so we're going to get reset with the Class B boats. We'll talk to the Commodore to find out what is the estimated start time for B-class sailing. Some of the crew members who sail in C have to now transition over to B. And we're going to have 2 B-class back-to-back races happening today. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll be back later on this afternoon to bring you live buoy-to-buoy action, B-class sailing. Once again, congratulations to the top boats that crossed the line today. Willie K, 1st place. It Ain't Right, 2nd place. Bullredge, 3rd place. Fugitive, 4th place.